stop, look and listen. I ignored the elephant in the room. There's nothing that isn't coded in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's all there on purpose. I rewatched the whole film again on the weekend. Saw a couple more things. Just play this. This is the Seattle Emerald Green, and he does his hair like the Space Needle, but let's just... it's something else here.
It's on European socialism. I mean, really, what's the point? I'm not European. I don't plan on being European. So who gives a crap if they're socialists? They could be fascist anarchists. It still wouldn't change the fact that I don't own a car. I recall Central Park in fall.
You certainly do. Central Park in fall. We've been ignoring that elephant in the room. Right, now, interesting link here. Ferris, Mr. Broderick, who is the Seattle false flag all the way through his whole career, chosen to be, of course, he starred in another film called Tower Heist recently, which competes with Ferris Bueller's Day Off for being the most heavily coded movie of all time. I think it actually might take the record. It might take the record off Ferris Bueller's Day Off. There he is, Ferris. There he is. And in the French version of Tower Heist is called the Le Casse de Central Park, because the hotel, the massive hotel that it's set in, and you can see that they're doing the pyramid here as usual, is on the edge of Central Park. Now there's another link. Later on in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, he sings the same song, Central Park in fall. Of course, that's now, by the way, fall, right? Autumn. In a parade. And what does this feature? A parade towards the end of the movie again, right? It's in Central Park. Now, has there been or will there be a Central Park psyop? Well, there has been one last year. I didn't see it, but here it is. I found it. This one, complete psyop. So, you know how they always feature a shoe is off on one of the crisis actors' feet on all these psyops. There's always a shoe missing, right? Because it's something to do with, you know, the trouser leg rolled up, initiation into Freemasonry, I guess. So anyway, this guy's foot was apparently blown off by a bomb in Central Park. Absolute bollocks, complete bollocks. It's just a psyop with the Mason emergency staff, Hebrew, of course, as you can see. And this guy's name was apparently Golden. Well, that's got to be coded. And the picture that they keep showing, they always show these photo fit pictures, don't they? This thing here, what's this about? What's this? Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it. Ah, come on, something closer up. That's it. This is what they showed. You tell me what the hell that means. Okay, what that is, I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to... So, I don't know. That might be the one and only psyop in Central Park, right? That is, you know, obviously mentioned in Ferris Bueller's Day Off here twice, and is the name of this movie, right? Both with Ferris. Now, I must mention again that Ferris's room in the hotel, on the wall is the Seattle Space Needle, very clearly indeed, because he is this, you know, like I say, he is the submarine false flag boom to be blamed on North Korea, no doubt, in Seattle with a blackout afterwards. What else is in here? Everything's in here. The Ferris wheel, Casey Affleck, there he is, Casey Affleck goes to work in the Times Square Toys R Us. Inside there's a Ferris wheel, and he's working on the Ferris wheel, and there's a gay Freemason rainbow next to it, and I'll show you that. Yeah, Times Square as well, eh? The Times Square on the Masonic Square hoax. Do you remember that one? That absolute hoax not long ago. So this has got the Central Park hoax, the Times Square hoax, the Seattle false flag to come. Your hot dates for the Seattle false flag are now the 31st of October, which will bookend the month. Remember, Las Vegas comes first. It has to come first. The Las Vegas card gets played first, and then the Seattle Rogue Boomer card gets played. Let me see if I can find if I've got that somewhere here. Hold on, I have put it somewhere. Not there. No, I don't know. I'll do it in another video. Let's get back to that. Right. So there you go. There's your Seattle false flag, your Central Park psyop hoax, and Times Square hoax as well. All in that movie. Tons more in that movie. It's absolutely Shake Shack. We shake all day. Emerald Green all over that for the Emerald Green City, Seattle, Oz. Okay, so that one would have been more interesting. That video would have been more interesting if this nonsense hadn't already been played out in Central Park. Okay. Oh, look, nice little practice drill badge there. Of course, if I bothered to look into this, I'd bust it wide open, but who cares? It's so small. An explosion in Central Park. Yeah. I think it was like June 28th last year. Don't care. I just don't care. Right. So, there you go. I've got a lot more to show you. A lot more stuff.